want to start this discussion with a very brief history of Komatsu Limited. I found Komatsu has a very circular history and some surprises. Quickly before we begin, I sell models of Komatsu and other construction equipment on my website, farmtoysandmore.com. And please go on and subscribe to my channel. I'll wait. A big thank you to all of those who have already subscribed. You're the best. So, let's begin. Komatsu had its origins in 1894 when the Takeuchi Mining Company was founded. In 1917, Komatsu created the Komatsu Iron Works to manufacture mining equipment and machine tools. In 1921, Komatsu incorporated. Also in 1921, the mining company was separated from the Iron Works. The firm's first farm tractor was produced in 1931. Skipping on to 1947, Komatsu went on and redesigned their bulldozer and expanded into construction equipment. 1953 finds Komatsu adding forklifts and dump trucks to their growing product list. Shipping construction equipment and presses outside Japan began in 1955. Cummins Engine Company and Komatsu make a joint venture to make and sell diesel engines in 1961. Moving along, Komatsu established a subsidiary in Belgium, and in 1970, the first U.S. subsidiary, Komatsu America Corporation, is created. In 1985, Komatsu America begins manufacturing activities with the purchase of a plant in Tennessee. Skipping ahead again to 1997, expansion into mining equipment leads the establishment of Komatsu Mining Systems, Inc., as the global mining equipment headquarters. Interesting, Komatsu in 1894 began as a mining company. Now they claim to be the global mining headquarters. I guess that's what you call going in a full circle. Komatsu Limited has become the world's second largest manufacturer of construction and mining equipment after Caterpillar Inc. More than 70% of the company's revenues are generated from the sale of construction and mining equipment, including bulldozers, dump trucks, hydraulic excavators, mobile debris crushers, motor graders, rough terrain cranes, tunnel boring machines, and wheel loaders. Always looking toward the future, Komatsu developed a major division devoted to the production of electronics. That division makes semiconductors and other related devices. Surprised?
Yes, what you are seeing is a brown cardboard box with a stock number on it, 60-0325. That's the stock number for the Komatsu D155AX-8 Dozer that they made. A lot of the first gears, including the Komatsu 64 scales, come in these brown cardboard shipping sleeves. You could ship in them, but I don't recommend it. It should be double boxed. Box is not really shippable material, but sometimes they do actually get shipped in these. And let's go on and get that out of the way so you can see the item in the box. There it is. That box is inside that cardboard box, and then the model is inside. It is a hardboard sleeve with a window box style. It has a piece of clear plastic here, and then the dozer itself is inside a two-piece blister on the inside. And they made this very, very item-specific packaging. It's got the Komatsu logo, the model number of what's inside. Caution, this product is an adult collectible, recommended for ages 14 and up. And they really do mean that. There are a lot of small parts. This is not for any children to play with. It is strictly a precision model to sit on a shelf. It's in 1/64 scale and by first gear. Top of the packaging has a little picture of the real machine. Diecast metal, Komatsu, crawler dozer with ripper. And yes, it does have metal tracks. Over to the side, you've got the Komatsu Crawler Dozer Ripper written in several different languages, including, I believe, Japanese, because Komatsu is Japanese, manufactured by First Gear. Same thing on the other end flap of the fold-out for the box. On the back, you have unit dimensions for the real machine plus art line drawings so that you could actually get the measurements and figure out exactly what they should be. They're both in metric and standard American. Pretty cool. And then there's Komatsu. Underneath, you got information about First Gear, how to get on with their showcase and the collector's book and all the stuff that they have. First Gear logos. Barcode used under permission from Komatsu, and an item number, 60-0325. Now let's go on and get this guy out so we can really see him. I guarantee you're going to enjoy seeing this model. This is a pricier model, but at the same time, they really packed in the detail. And you can tell a big difference between this particular Komatsu and the Diecast Masters 64 scale cat construction stuff. It sits in this two-piece sleeve, and some of theirs pull off this way, but this one lifts straight up. I kind of like this method better because you can set it down and pick it up. But anyway. And then it is just nestled in there, and it's got some clips that clip over the thing to keep it from falling out. Get this. Okay, and here it is. Isn't that beautiful? The ripper goes up and down. The blade goes up and down. Now the front section does not tilt. These are fixed. They don't tilt. But that's okay. It rides on real metal working tracks. You can watch them roll. And there we go, guys. That is just amazing. See those tracks work? I just blown away that they can make real working metal tracks this small. And First Gear's managed to actually make them even smaller in 1/87th scale. This Komatsu features the danger sticker right there, the warning sticker for people. It has the Komatsu logo, the 155AX with the D graphics right there. The gray over the yellow. The air cleaner and the muffler are there, and they are painted in their Komatsu gray. Up above the door, it says Komatsu. There is a windshield wiper molded into the window all the way around. The door is there. It's got hard plastic windows. It's got little lights on the roof and all around that should be there. The interior, full detailed seat. It has the joysticks for controls on each side of the seat. The seat is slightly angled, which it would be on these machines. It has its little dashboard in there. All of this detail in something so small. Around to the back, you can see two little brake lights back up and right there and there. It's got a Komatsu logo, and then there's the ripper. You can see the two pistons, and they work just like they're supposed to. There's hydraulic hoses that go to the hydraulic pistons. Isn't that cool? Now the ripper is not height adjustable like in the real ones. It's fixed in place, but it does angle. See? It can pivot that way, and it can go up and down so that the ripper can really dig in and rip. It has lights there and here and here. Now they're not individual jewel style lights. They are just silver paint on black, but in this size that's okay. There's a rear windshield wiper on the window. I know all of this detail is kind of hard to see on this little model. But it's there. See the windshield wiper? It's molded in and then tampoed in black. Really, really cool. Come over to this side. Same graphics. The grills and things are a little bit different on this side than the other side. Not much, but they're a little bit. It has the arms that hold the bucket. The bucket, as I said, doesn't tilt, but it does go up and down, and it can actually go angle this way. It can angle a little bit. Not really great to do it, but it can do it. The hydraulic cylinders are steel, and the sleeves that they slide up and down in are actually plastic. You got the hoses coming from there up to the tops of the hydraulic cylinders, just like on the real ones, and that way they move around when the cylinders go up and down. You can see how the cylinders move. Really cool. Now the arms and the blade, they are actually plastic on this model. So is the ripper section in the back. But the whole rest of the body is all die-cast. The cab, though, is another plastic piece. But again, we're not going to worry at all about that. You can see the blade is right there. It's hard plastic, and it's got great detail on it. Like, this model is definitely one that you'd want to sitting on your shelf. It even looked good sitting on a lowboy. You can see the Komatsu logo right up above the grill, and the two big headlights right on the front. And then that little narrow front window, that's something for dozers. The big doors and little narrow front window, and they're all angled. Because most of the time you're not looking straight forward, you're looking to the side anyway, or out the back. It's also got Komatsu up above the door on the passenger side and windshield wipers. Turning them up to the top, you can see the way they molded the real roof very, very accurately. Roof lights, exhaust, air intake, headlights, gray with yellow. Really, really cool. Now let's turn underneath. And let's turn him over this way so we can look underneath this way. Underneath it says licensed by Komatsu, copyright 2017, First Gear Inc., Peosta, Iowa, USA. This was made back in 2017 and has been a very popular item because 64 scale construction is not really readily available in any capacity. Now, this thing has an operating weight of 89,300 pounds. So this would actually transport okay on a DCP lowboy. It will fit. Most likely they would take this ripper off to transport it, and maybe even take the blade off to make it even easier to transport. But I don't know whether they would or they wouldn't. It just depends on where they're going and how far. But this isn't the biggest machine they make at Komatsu, but it is a very good sized machine, and it would complement the Cat D6R in 64 scale that Diecast Masters made. This one here is a little bit bigger than that machine, so you'd have two good sizes on your construction site or at your construction company, or even just for sale. That would be cool sitting at your thing. Now, that, guys, is First Gear's 164 scale die-cast Komatsu D155AX crawler dozer tractor with single shank rear ripper. It is a die-cast and plastic model with mostly all die-cast and metal tracks.
How many of you knew that Komatsu was that diversified? Komatsu has truly helped shape the world with their machines, so models of their equipment belong proudly in our collections. Get one of the 164 scale Komatsu D155AX-8 dozers by First Gear on my website, farmtoysandmore.com, or get a special offer on one with the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to join my YouTube family. We have lots of fun with new videos premiering every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm Logan, the 64th Gear Jammer Skeele, and I'll be back soon with another episode of Toy Talk.